Heretical Ruins just opened up and it's a little bit scary. It's actually been buffed up, but I believe it's going to be okay. I think it's all going to wash out. Last season, I actually think the Heretical Ruins was harder, even though now the boss is harder to kill with this mechanics that it has. We're on stage 8 right now, and the reason why I'm showing you stage 8 is because we're not going to beat this, but it does go a long time so I can show you what the mechanics are. We went up to stage 6, beat stage 6 really easy with 4 rares, lightning because we can remove the debuff, and poison because we can put up, decrease attack with Sigrid. We can heal and tank with Hexandra. Inna is another rare that removes debuffs and then heals us. Really easy. And then we had Arena in there to do AoE damage and decrease attack. Doing stage 6, getting our epic gear and building up our heroes, I think it's still really good for rares, for free to play. You can obviously do 7 probably with rares along with like 1 select epic, especially Iola, to come in and bring the stuns. That way you stop these little ones from getting their ultimate gauge. But the problem is, the new buff is, whenever these little ones are up, the boss takes 40% less damage for each Phoenix up. So right now, the boss is taking 80% less damage with both of these up. And normally, they're both up for quite a long time. So until we kill one, we're going to do 20% damage to the boss. Once we kill one, we're going to be at doing 60% damage to the boss, which will happen in just a minute. Okay, now we're doing 60%. Now we're doing, they're back up again. So you can see what kind of cycle this is. It was always a DPS race to take them down. So that they couldn't heal the boss, so they couldn't give the boss attack stacks. But we could at least do max damage to it. Now we're doing 80% less damage when they're up. And I know that sounds like a big power creep. And how can they do a power creep? Because at level 100, with the same gear that we had last season, with the same artifacts at level 20, with the same stuff, we're not getting any stronger. We're not. And you're right, we're not. But it's easy to do what we're doing right now, and we don't have hardly any gear. I've barely got any epic gear. Maybe on both of my DPS, all my support is kind of running rare gear. We barely even have a left side rune. We're about to get a right side rune someday soon. We can't even take our artifacts up to level 20. So we're doing strong. We're actually doing as strong as season 1. So I don't want you to get discouraged. Just don't do that, because at level 100, we're going to be able to do all the dungeons. I really firmly believe at level 100, even as free to play, we're going to be able to tackle all of it. We're going to be able to do all the dungeons. We're going to have epic gear on all of our heroes mixed in with rare gear. Doing 7, 8, and 9 is going to be really easy. Plus, we don't want to do a lot of farming right now. We want to wait till we get that increased drop rate on legendary gear. We do want to try to move up into 7, 8, and 9 whenever we can to get that legendary gear fragment drop, but we don't want to be farming a lot of gear. Right now, we want to be making a whole lot of heroes. We want to get a lot of experience. We want to expand our roster, and we want to get just enough gear to get by until we get that increased drop rate in legendary drops. Then we go and spend our stamina and get gear. Do not spend a massive amount of stamina right now to farm gear. Just wait. Move up if you can. Get enough so that we can do well in the vortex and do well, doing our goblin. Yes, get that epic gear, but don't try to go too hard. Make sure you expand your roster. Get a lot of heroes right now because we need it all. We can't reset our heroes anymore. I can't reset from a few hours ago. I'm done. When we were on stream earlier today, this is the team I brought in. We had Hexandra as the tank along with healing. We had Inna in there to remove the debuff. And then we had Sigrid and Arena as our DPS and decrease attack. So when the boss does its ultimate, we don't all die. This is stage 1. So we went up from stage 1 all the way up to stage 6 very easily. Now we do have Iola in the back. And she's got all rare gear on, no artifact, and no rune. We were just using her to get some stuns up, but it's not necessary. Stage 6 should be pretty easy for anybody out there. I do believe that Iola is probably one of the best in slots here, and now she's lightning. She pairs amazingly well for this crew, so if you have her, bring her in. Get those stuns up on those Phoenix so they don't get their ultimate gauge up as much. You might not take them down faster. We might get, that 80% damage mitigation on the boss the whole time, but you won't have to worry about them getting that increased attack buff and healing the boss. I just wanted to talk about the changes to the Phoenix. I don't want you to get discouraged. I want you to feel good about the game. We're going to get back up to where we were before, I think, very quickly. I'm going to be doing lots of videos. I'm going to be spending all my resources into leveling up as many heroes as I can because we no longer have access to the test server. I'll try to get up as many as I can, gear them as lightly as possible, and we'll make some great guides. If you need some help, join us down below in Discord. Always some great people in Discord. I'm there all day long. Let us know your roster and let us know where you're having a difficult time. It will help you out. Heretical Ruins, not bad. You guys let me know how you feel about it down below. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in a video soon.